I will be talking about the 5 key themes or pillars that can help the banks or the fintech to build a future-proof bank. And we go live. Pillar number 1 for building a bank for the future is experience. And when I say experience, I'm referring to the customer experience, and I will add the customer success equation here as well. Remember one thing, an irreversible shift has already happened in the customer behavior. The consumer behavior is now benchmarked by the likes of Uber, Amazon, Netflix, wherein at the press of the button, the customer gets the product or the services that they want. And there is no reason why they are going to shift back to cumbersome or an experience that is full of friction. So this is where the banks need to redefine themselves. They cannot always quote compliances, this is our banking process, as an explanation to the customer who's looking for the demand resolution. And this irreversible shift taken place not just in the products but also the platform. How is this experience defined? So banks need to rethink that. Previously, while they have been building products first and then taking them to the customers, now they actually need to first understand what the customer is actually looking for, what kind of lending products is the customer looking for, what kind of investment solutions is the customer looking for, what kind of trade finance, business accounts, services that a customer is looking for, and then actually try to evolve as a partner to the customer, try to solve the customer pain points that they are facing. And this is where the fintechs really score better than the banks. And since they had nothing on the drawing board, they could redesign the system that is frictionless, the customer journeys that are frictionless. But banks are still burdened down by the legacy systems and the processes. A simple example to give is that every time you know that when you have to waive off your credit card fees or the annual fees, you have to call telephone banking system, punch in your credit card number a couple of times, and then verify the credit card, and then eventually they resolve your query. But it is also very important to understand there is no need for that. You can straight away give the customer an option, just a press of a button, waive the fee. But somewhere the banks operating on the edges, maybe as if they just want the customer to forget to sometimes waive off the fee. The products, as I said, need to be customized. The platform experience, updating your internet banking app again and again is not the platform strategy for the future. That is one important aspect of it, but your internet app or your mobile banking app should actually give the customer experience that they from any other super app or the fintech app that they are using. So when you are building your app, think about how it can evolve like an Alipay or a WeChat Pay, because these are the apps that have redefined the future of banking and payments, and these are the apps that have redefined customer experience forever. So also, banks need to understand that their agencies have been eroding their image with the customers, so much sales target driven that over a period of time they stopped bothering about the customer experience. There have been enough examples wherein somebody tries to sell a faulty loan product to somebody and the customer experience is so bad, while the agency has nothing to lose because they might be meeting their targets, but the brand image of the bank suffers forever. And I've seen that happen so many times. Banking products really need to step up the game to compete with the fintechs. How do you train your people to provide excellent customer experience? Because you are competing with the fintech that are starting from scratch. They are directly employing the people who are good at customer service compared to the existing employee base of the banks, which earlier never used to give like too much of importance to the customer interactions, but now suddenly the customer interactions have become so critical that they find themselves forced to be nicer to the customers than they have been used to in the past. So it's very important for the people and the culture to evolve for the traditional banks.